So Mnangagwa is currently making a speech. Today is actually the Heroes celebration, as well as I think the Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day holiday. I don't know whether it will be mixed or they are separate holidays, but he is currently addressing a very few crowd. It's not as many people as we would expect during this ZANU PF Heroes Day celebration. Greetings and welcome on the lovely channel on Pani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button. Let us hear the audio of the men making an address.
Singular honor and privilege to address this in tribute to fallen sons and daughters of the soil who paid the supreme sacrifice for the liberation of our motherland, Zimbabwe. Theirs was a selfless struggle for the freedom we enjoy today that must forever remain engraved in our collective conscience. This emboldens us to resolutely guard our sovereignty as well as fortify our resolve to build a prosperous economy encapsulated in our National Vision 2030. Today, we also honor the living heroes and the heroines who continue to be patriotic and loyal and committed to their motherland, Zimbabwe. The historic feats of our heroes and heroines are an enduring legacy bequeathed to us, which should serve as an inspiration to our march to realize our Vision 2030. To immortalize the selfless sacrifice made by our forebearers in the struggle for independence, freedom, and democracy, the Second Republic is spearheading various projects across the country. Skombela, Wawa, Ucha Camp, Zabazi, and Konmara are among some of the shrines which have been built up by government to preserve our rich liberation war heritage. During today's celebration, I will be conferring honors and awards to our living and departed heroes and heroines for their outstanding accomplishments for their motherland, Zimbabwe. I shall also preside over the investiture of awards of the highest order, which include the Royal Order of Mnangagwa, the Silver Cross of Zimbabwe, and the Robert Mugabe Commendation Award for service in human capital development in our motherland, Zimbabwe. Independence medals for eligible veterans of the liberation struggle will also be conferred throughout our various provinces. In recognition of the sterling contribution to our national development and unity being made by members of the public sector, some civil servants will be conferred with awards for their long service to their mother country, Zimbabwe. I call upon all of us to play our part to spur economic growth, employment and wealth creation opportunities, along with harmonious and clean communities. The duty to achieve a thriving, industrialized and prosperous economy lies with all of us. Nyika igotongwa igonamatirwa. Hallelujah. My fellow Zimbabweans, this 45th Heroes Anniversary allows us to once again take stock of the strides we are making to realize the yesteryear goals that so many departed and living heroes and heroines wage the protracted armed struggle. Independence in 1980 brought about political independence, while the struggle for economic independence remains ongoing. We have a lot to be proud of as the people of this great country, Zimbabwe. We are masters of our own destiny. We are a proud, independent, sovereign and empowered African people.
Yeah.
Neo-colonialism will never be given a foothold in our motherland, Zimbabwe. The multi-pronged reform programs implemented under the Second Republic are having positive and evident impacts to the economy as well as the quality of life of our citizens. Despite challenges characterized by the effects of the legal sanctions imposed by the West, fluctuating international mineral commodity prices, and a fluid global trade environment, our economy is demonstrating remarkable resilience. The national gross domestic product is now pegged at $45.7 billion US, rising from 16 billion in 2018. The current domestic demand growth is pleasing, while the projected 2025 economic growth of 6% is well within reach. The capacity of the national fiscus to resource key priority areas such as agriculture, health, education and social protection, as well as infrastructure rehabilitation and development, continues to be enhanced. The new land tenure system is going to revolutionize the agricultural sector through enabling farmers to invest in increased production. As a result, transformational impacts are expected in this sector with regards access to financing, increased productivity, as well as mechanization and on-farming infrastructure investments. victories in maize, wheat, and traditional grain production, record levels in tobacco production, along with the rebound growth of the national herd and increased milk production are testament to the hard work and perseverance of our people. We thus celebrate farmers and stakeholders in the agricultural sector who continue to be worth custodians of the land which our heroes and heroines paid for with their precious blood. Our heroes would definitely be proud of the positive strides which our farmers are making. Tinokutenda ivarimi vedu nemhuri yose Zimbabwe nokuchengetedza nhaka yedu yatakarwira nemagamba edu vatiri kuyeuka zuva ranhasi. On the backdrop of the prevailing macroeconomic stability and the bumper harvest, our agro-industries are on a rebound. Similarly, localization of value chains and ongoing beneficiation trust is resulting in the exponential growth of the manufacturing sector, which now contributes 15% to GDP. The Zimbabwe Industrial Reconstruction Growth Plan, as well as the local content strategy adopted by government, provide opportunities for further value addition, employment creation, and export growth. New investments and expansion projects across the manufacturing sector are benefiting from the stable and conducive business operating environment. These have been in iron and steel, cement production, and food processing, among many others. The mining sector continues to be a key cog in the national economic development, contributing over 13.3% to gross domestic product and employing millions of Zimbabweans. As a nation richly endowed with mineral resources, we are determined to ensure that these translate into economic benefits for all citizens and empowerment host communities. This should be complemented by responsible mining, full compliance to environmental and labor laws, as well as our cultural norms and values should be observed. The drive towards self-sufficiency in the energy sector is receiving a boost from the power generation and supply matrix, complemented by independent power producers, specifically targeting renewables. I applaud independent power producers and private players for installing industry-level solar power units, which have remarkably improved combined capacity generation. Modern and efficient transport infrastructure is a critical enabler for the smooth movement of goods and people in our country. To this end, the modernization, rehabilitation and upgrading of national roads, airports and ports of entry are an ongoing exercise. Tremendous progress has been achieved on the Harare-Masvingo Bridge Highway, including the opening to traffic of the iconic Trapablas interchange. While construction works at the Mapuku-Tafara interchange and the Christmas Pass have also commenced. The upgrading and rehabilitation of Bulawayo Victoria Falls Road, Karoi Binga Road, Nkai Bulawayo Road, Akchuras Road, Kungumbane Mataga Road, as well as other strategic rural and urban roads have begun in earnest. My fellow Zimbabweans, countrymen and women, our heroes and heroines bequeath to us a rich heritage of inclusive and equitable growth. In promoting a new work culture anchored on results, government continues to utilize modern approaches to accelerate the implementation of high-impact and people-centered projects. A detailed national compendium of all projects completed by the Second Republic has been published and is available in all languages, including braille, audio and video formats. Evidence of the Second Republic's high-impact projects is therefore to see. Devolution and decentralization programs implemented by my government are leaving no one and no place behind. Additional resources will be availed to augment efforts by local authorities to deliver quality services and high-impact projects and programs to the people of our motherland, Zimbabwe. A comprehensive health delivery strategy is being implemented to overhaul the sector and address the burden of non-communicable diseases. Increased domestic funding for the sector will further equip our hospitals and clinics so that vital health services remain accessible and affordable to all. Education and technical skills development are critical anchors to the ongoing industrialization and our modernization agenda. The heritage-based curriculum is bringing out young, talented boys and girls who are the emerging new heroes and heroines of our country. New industries and value chains are being developed, new companies established, and export markets entered by our country's enterprising youth. Congratulations. To consolidate these gains, government is strengthening the legislative framework governing the education sector. The Zimbabwe School Examination Council Bill is now before Parliament, while the Teaching Profession Council's bill is undergoing cabinet processes. With regards to vocational and technical and entrepreneurial education, the Integrated Skills Outreach Expansion Program is helping to drive innovation beyond cities, creating employment and boosting rural industrialization in the efforts. Likewise, to bridge the rural-urban divide, access to ICTs and digital information platforms, as well as the electrification of schools, is being intensified. My fellow citizens, comrades and friends, climate resilience and orderly human settlements remain a fundamental building block for our human existence. These must shape the way we live, work, and interact with the natural environment in our modern times. Accordingly, my government is addressing the scourge of dysfunctional and irregular settlements which had beset the housing sector. These efforts are being augmented by the issuance of title deeds to beneficiaries in the affected settlements. Tinotenda bose vari kuvaka kumaruwa nokumadhorobha zvichisanganisa vana vedu vechidiki vanobva kudiaspora. Citizens of our great country, including those in the diaspora, are playing their part in the ongoing housing construction boom, currently witnessed in both rural and urban areas. The evident modernization, changing ambience, value and general landscape throughout our country's built environment is praiseworthy. Well done, Zimbabwe. Ngatiake nyika yedu, asi yake ni ilizwe letitina abanikazi valo. On its part, my government will continue to foster comprehensive rural development initiatives throughout the country. In this regard, the implementation of presidential projects such as the borehole drilling, livestock pass-on schemes, solar energy projects, internet schemes, as well as the village business units are being scaled down to lift many of our communities into prosperity. Our youth, our women, and the veterans of the liberation struggle are commended for embracing these ongoing schemes. Congratulations again. The public sector is applauded for its continued patriotism, professionalism, loyalty, commitment, and diligence in the discharge of their mandates as guided by our national constitution. At this critical juncture of our national development, I urge you to remain resolute and always facilitate economic growth and quality social services for the people of our motherland, our Zimbabwe. State-owned entities are challenged to increase efficiencies, viabilities, and profitability as they are being run on behalf of the citizens. Comrades and friends, countrymen, women, my administration is preserving national, historical, and cultural heritage sites, both within and outside the country. To further foster lasting national consciousness, research has been conducted on cadres who were posthumously declared national heroes in the heroes. These include Comrade John Mbezi, Brigadier General retired Lamek Matanda, and Comrade Gerald Chiri. Meanwhile, the biographies of early nationalists and freedom fighters have also been updated, namely Comrades George Cassius Lundika, Jason Ziapapa Moyo, Herbert Fuma Ndini, Wilshire Stepo, and Josiah Magamatongokara, among others. The protracted war of liberation of our country was fought and won with the support and solidarity of the friendly countries within the Committee of Nations. We will thus continue to foster mutually beneficial relations with these countries, guided by the spirit and letter of the United Nations Charter and our inalienable freedom and the right to participate as equals on the global stage. Let no one think that they can engage us as masters. We are sovereign and independent people. Zimbabwe has submitted its bid for a non-permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council for the period 2027 to 2028. Additionally, we have reinforced our country's commitment to global peace and security by becoming a founding member of the International Organization for Mediation. We look forward to sharing our experience in preventive diplomacy, peacemaking, and peacekeeping, and conflict resolution towards a more secure and a prosperous world. Later this week, Zimbabwe will be handing over the chairmanship of SADC to the Republic of Madagascar. This follows our successful team, which ran under the theme promoting innovation to unlock opportunities for sustained economic growth and development towards an industrialized SADC. We have achieved this as Zimbabwe. Congratulations. I congratulate all our people, government ministers and agencies who facilitated the programs and the events associated with our tenure. Comrades and friends, our culture, arts, and rich heritage are strong functional components of a stable and a progressing economy.
Yeah, I think
To this end, culture centers are being constructed across.
I think I have to stop it there. Basically, you have heard the speech of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast as I give analysis. A lot came out so far. Thank you once again for watching us. Please do remember